that?
Is your door been revolving?
No, not at all. No. Actually, like, when Breydon and Kiefer were in there last night, we literally just had drinks. Didn't even really like talk to
That's literally what we thought.
Yeah. And I've only talked to Jed so far. I talked to Jed this morning.
Oh, did Breydon go in there?
He was in there briefly, but very quick. My conversations with Breydon are always...
They're very surface.
Yes. I don't really know where...
very serious conversation. It was probably one of our first really serious conversations today about how this week should go.
Yeah, like, I did kind of let Breydon know, I'm like, I don't have a strong game relationship with you. You have not given me a reason not to trust you, so that's probably why I wouldn't say his name. Do you know what I mean? Not to mention, Breydon could be a target next week.
I know.
Because because well liked. Like, it wouldn't be in my benefit for Breydon.
I just see him sliding to the end because he's not really done anything.
No, that's why I said when it was between him and Austin, Breydon is very dangerous. He could slide all the way.
And that is a reason to win the game too.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a strategy. People literally come in this game saying, I'm going to float to the end.
Yeah. But could that be a target that somebody might go after next week instead of me? Maybe.
I've had conversations with him.
Yeah.
I told him straight up, I'm like, dude, you want to get far in this game? I want to get far in this game. I'm like, you're going to think what I'm about to say is absolutely insane. I'm like, this is our chance with Tera and Kiefer to get Jed out.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, that's what we need to do. So I'm surprised he hasn't come talk to you yet. If that's what you want.
Surface. What I want to avoid is having to put you on the block.
Because I go home.
Yes. I do.
If I go home, you're done next week, and it's the boys' game that we fucking said.
I know. But my thing is, if I don't put you on the block, if I did say put Jed and Ty, I know they'll be very salty about it. If you won the veto, would you use it on one of them?
I was going to talk to you about that because I know in the other room I said I would to save face for you and I.
Yeah.
But is it best just to fucking leave it? And then we make the choice? Me, Kiefer, Breydon?
Yes. And then you guys would have the decision.
We make the choice.
On what you'd want. But, like, I would want you to gun for it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, fucking, I am. And I need another win.
Breydon would need it. And I think Kiefer, like, everybody kind of would need to gun for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Everybody would. Especially with those two. But I think no matter what, who goes up, all five of us are going to be gunning for it.
I think everybody has
no
to.
matter what.
At this point, like, I understand the things that you guys have made early on, but now it's time to start looking at your individual game.
That's done. You need to start thinking, like, I think Ty even sees he's not winning against me and Jed. Jed kind of is starting to see, like, I get so worked up and angry when people say that Jed's going to win this game. He's starting to see that I don't want him to, you know?
Yeah.
And then why would I bring him?
I did have a good talk with Jed. I'm like, I think he knows he's going on the block. I'm like, straight up, you have to go on the block because you have a very good chance of winning it, and I honestly can't have you using it on someone else because if I have 4 people pissed at me,
you just ruined your time.
Like, I'm fucked.
No, Jed's got to go up.
Yeah, and I think like he didn't even seem to be.
And then like,
and he's a competitor.
He could win it.
Yeah, like I just think you got to fight for yourself. You know what I mean? Like I can't, because if I don't put him up, I feel like he would potentially use it on someone.
And then you have.
And then I'm in like
less
the
options.
weirdest spot ever.
No, it's the same thing with Ro. Is like you need him to use it on himself. So then.
Yeah.
You know, it's not keeping himself safe.
I almost would need to put maybe Ty up because I know Ty needs to win things. Ty, like, I almost need to be like light a fire under Ty a bit.
Like, I know. So if Jed and Ty are on the block, Jed pulls himself off. Let's just say we need to go through everything.
Yeah.
Jed pulls himself off. Are you putting Kiefer? Or how is your relationship with Kiefer? Do you not want to break that?
It's not necessarily my relationship with Kiefer. Kiefer is a very big target.
And it still is a move if he goes home.
Well, no, it doesn't make... I need to think how I can survive this HOH
next week. biggest thing.
Somebody like Kiefer around, people will go for Kiefer.
People will go for anyone at this point.
Yeah, but he's like
He's number 2. Jed's number 1.
yeah.
Unlike who's winning the game.
There's 2 people that everybody says is going to win the fucking game.
Yeah.
Which is just annoying.
It irks me.
It's day 48.
Yeah.
There's still 6 people. There's still a lot of game.
Kills me.
Like, you don't know what
Look
happened.
at you just went right ahead.
Yeah, and I mean, Kiefer did make like a stupid comment. Like, I don't fully trust Kiefer. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It sounds like he's been
I have talked to Kiefer though.
making deals with everyone though.
Yep. I know. He's gonna come to you and probably say some weird shit, but I keep just noting all these cranes.
Oh.
But I did fill Kiefer in, and it's kind of a risk I was willing to take. That I need Breydon and Kiefer to be on page
He's
with
pretty cheesed at the guys.
from last week.
Yes.
I think he's pissed. So I told him, I'm like, let's backdoor Jed. And he was like, whoa. And I'm like, let's fucking do it. So he knows.
Yeah.
It was a risk I was willing to take.
Yeah, but you can't like backdoor Jed. Jed's.
No. But like,
You mean like yeah, like
I mean, one of the guys, they
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
know that I was voting against them. That's the thing. They wouldn't know.
no.
They think that I would vote Breydon no before them,
Yeah.
which is perfect.
I was told that you threw the HOH.
I would never fucking throw that. You'll see how devastated I was in the
Yeah.
booth. People make so much shit up. That's so frustrating to me.
People talk a lot.
That is so frustrating to me.
For my game, you're beneficial. I've said that before I had any fucking power, Beth. Like, I said it before any power.
Oh yeah, you were promising things.
Yeah, like
I know you're.
If you went home on my HOH, that would not be a good look.
Because then you go next week.
No.
You literally would follow me.
Yeah, like it can't be that way. But I would, like, because I would need you to gun for that veto too and not use it.
100%. So what are the scenarios here? Breydon doesn't touch the block at all.
I'm not saying that he wouldn't touch the block.
The nice thing about Breydon is
The
what
good
he
thing
just
is
said to
I'm
me.
a freaking rogue agent. I'm not working with anybody right now.
Well, that is what Breydon just said to me. He's like, I expect to go on the block. He's like, me and Tera haven't really had a relationship. We would just go into next week, kind of fresh start. I know I would be a pawn. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to. Like, nobody wants to fucking sit up there. He's like, same with you, Beth. You don't want to. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
But I didn't make it obvious. I was like, yeah, I could very well go up too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot will come down to like the veto.
Everything does.
I don't know, and I obviously like have to talk to Ty at Wendy's too.
I wonder what he's gonna say.
Oh, he's already like he doesn't want to go anywhere near the. Nobody wants to go near the block. 2 people gotta sit on it.
But we all have potential too. Everyone just needs
Yeah,
to chill.
like, I need people just to be like fighting for themselves at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like, but there is also. Do I toss up Jed and Kiefer?
I know.
Do I say like, well, you guys have been saying that you guys are the last 2, but then in that scenario, there is the chance of either you or Ty win of pulling down Jed.
Ty.
Yes. I feel like Ty would be most likely to use the veto.
He would.
If he wasn't on the block.
The thing with them both being up is they're just gonna use it on themselves. I don't think Kiefer would use it.
Oh, Kiefer wouldn't use it.
I wouldn't use it.
I actually think that if Kiefer would have won that, he was going after the guys. I don't think that's it.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't.
He's pissed.
I don't trust the deals.
I don't trust any deals.
No.
Any.
No.
Nothing. I weirdly trust you the most.
Yeah. It's crazy. I've got nothing to lose. I just have to think of like, what is. Like, I literally only have my game to think about. And everybody needs to start thinking about their
game.
And who's best for their game. What was best on day 2 might not be the same on day 48.
No, we are in like the end game here.
Because even if like you do have like a strong 3 or a strong 4,
It doesn't matter.
it comes down to 2. Do you want to be in a position where you have to like make a really, really shitty call that might make you feel like crap?
Right? This way, it's kind of
Like, as much as it's like I love Tina, I miss her, like a part of me, like there's almost like a little bit of relief because I can just fight and play for myself.
Oh, yeah.
I would have hated to have been in a position where like if I had to vote her out, or if I had to cut her at the, do you know what I mean?
That's what Kiefer was saying. It was nice being next to her. He's like, I didn't have to do any of that shit.
Yeah. And this could potentially be the case for you where you're like, I don't have a choice.
Right? Sorry.
And then it doesn't get any blood on your hands.
100%.
No one's mad at Beth about that.
See what Ty says.
I feel like a lot of like what I say to Ty travels though. Do you know what I mean? Like
I don't think there's much coming back to me anymore. I feel like everyone's starting to go individual.
Yeah.
Big time.
Which is fair enough, right? I mean, I do think that you guys fucking kicked ass for a long time.
It's at the point though where it's like,
Now it's like, who came here to win? And how do you think you get there?
and I think they were getting the inkling that I'm not as gung-ho anymore. Like they know
Yeah.
I would take you.
There was also rustling that Jedson threw that HOH to you.
Ty?
No, but I have heard it.
No, like Jed wasn't playing. Like, do you mean Ty threw it?
No, the HOH that you won where you sent Vic home. When Tina made
I thought he did too.
Yeah, when Tina made that comment to you about if you're sitting next to Kiefer and Jed, she didn't mean it in an offensive way, like you wouldn't win because you're a girl. She meant it because Kiefer's resume is crazy and he will have survived a backdoor, and that everybody said that Jedson threw that HOH to you, and that it was his HOH.
I know, and
that was just her like what she was told.
I know.
And I know
genuinely
why you were
believe
upset by that, like.
No, and I felt bad after. I was like, I shouldn't have gotten so mad at her, like right before she left. But like you can see, and like
I know that she wasn't, because like I felt like I'd kind of like smoothed that
You did.
over and being like, look, that's not what
And I was like,
I
okay.
know why you took it that way, because we can get defensive when we think of the things that we don't want people to be thinking about us. You don't want people thinking that you got carried in this game
no.
when you've played a really strong game. And that's honestly not what she meant. It was because it was told to her that Jedson threw it to you. I don't know if that's true, but that's what everybody was saying on your HOH.
Yeah.
That he threw it to you so that you could have a win.
Which is so fucking brutal. That's what I said to him. Like, you could have given like a competitive number. He's like, I actually was confused by the question.
Yeah. And he might
Whatever.
not have thrown it to you. You know what I mean? That would have been a weird way of him to throw, right? Like 66.
You could have put 300.
Or whatever the fuck it was.
Whatever it was.
I do think he maybe got confused.
Yeah.
But when all of that shit was going down, and who's going home in that scenario, me and Vic, the back door, everybody was saying that Jed threw it to you and it was Jed's HO.
Yeah.
Which I know is a huge piss off.
It drives me crazy.
Where like you got to start getting more like wins too. That's all Tina meant by that.
Yeah.
She didn't mean any offense saying that. And Tina's not her where she would be in the jury. Nothing is set in stone until the end of the game.
Oh, no.
Especially for something like Tina. Tina's actually a great person to have in the jury.
Oh, big time.
Because she would be objective and she would look at people's full games. She wouldn't give me a vote just because she was my best friend in the house.
And I don't think Ro would either.
No. She would give me my vote if I earned it at the end. And that is how Ro would be. And honestly, I think
Might be
that's
what
how Vic
V's
would be.
like. Especially because she's
Everybody who
first.
thinks that they have like these votes locked in the bank
Fuck no.
in jury, which Kiefer says all the time.
Kiefer is so confident.
Oh, he's
overly confident.
He's told me repeatedly that he's going to win. And I'm like,
me too. That rubs me the wrong way too.
yeah. And there's a lot of things for sure that are, but you going on my HOH is not good for my game at all.
And I appreciate that a lot.
And I said that to you before I had any freaking power.
Oh, you did. We sat in here and
before that.
practiced the veto. Like, I wanted you to win that veto.
Yeah.
You and I have had a weird...
It was even
really-
like before you backdoored Vic. Do you know what I mean?
We
Before,
already
like,
knew.
We
We
already
already
had
had
been having these conversations for a long
weeks.
time. But there is a visible trio with you and the boys, and it's got to get split up.
It has to be. And you know that I want that.
Yeah.
You have to know that I want that.
Yeah.
Especially this week. It's
Yes.
absolutely.
Because then now people will start the same way that I had to get separated from Tina is the same reason
Oh, yeah.
why there has to be. But for me, I just don't want it to be you.
Who does it?
So that probably means that I
Or who
would
goes?
split up Ty and Jed.
Veto. Yeah. Us three would not use it.
No.
Because how would that help us in any way? I don't want Breydon
And
to
I
go
think
home.
that you guys, I'm not putting up Ty and Jed because I think that they're stronger and they'll pull. Like, I know that you're strong. I know you can win it.
I know I
Not
can too.
initially, because there were pitches to put up you and Jed. There was a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
pitches for that. That doesn't make sense for me.
This game is so
And I
hard to
think
play.
that you can win a veto 1,000%.
I think I can too.
I think that Breydon could win a veto. Maybe Kiefer could win another one.
Anyone could win it.
That would be best case scenario, is if the noms stayed the same.
And then if Ty or
And
Jed
then
win it, which is
honestly, it
very
would be-
likely as well.
And then honestly, it would be a decision. I don't have a vote. It's 2 votes. This
And me and
is
Breydon,
2 votes.
or me. Yeah.
Like, it would be between you, Breydon, and Kiefer.
Huge.
Which
And apparently, like when I talked to
those,
Kiefer this week,
honestly,
he's like, Beth,
that's
let's...
the pool that I trust the most.
Yep.
At this point, even though, like, I'm not saying that I really trust anyone. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would trust your three's decision.
Well, and this is the thing, Tara. If you put, if those two go up, let's say Jed wins, pulls himself down.
Yeah.
It's Ty and Kiefer, let's say, you put up. I would have Jed fully convinced that we are voting Kiefer out. Like, in the end, me and Breydon would vote together and completely blindside Jed. Because again, that's a move for me.
Tie, right?
Like, yeah, but
Yeah,
Jed wouldn't
pulled
know.
himself down.
Jed wouldn't know. Like, blindside Ty, but Jed wouldn't know.
Do you think that Breydon would vote out Ty?
Right now, when I talk to Breydon, or he knows there's no chance that he's going
Yeah.
with those boys here. Obviously, he would prefer if Jed went,
Yeah.
but I just told him about the backdoor thing, and he was like, let's fucking do it, Beth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We
yeah.
need to talk to Tera. We have to do it.
Yeah.
He's down. And he even said, he's like, we're at the point of the game.
Yeah, because I can't see either of the boys voting against each other.
No.
And I do think that they would take each other.
Yeah.
I do.
I do too.
They're not taking Kiefer. I honestly don't think they're taking you.
No,
They're sure
especially
as hell.
now that Jed knows he can beat Ty.
They're sure as hell not taking me. And I can't see them
I can see Ty bringing you.
I don't know. I have very weird conversations with Ty. I can't read him. I cannot read him at all. I would have liked to work with Ty initially. Like, I would have liked to work with, like, everyone.
I know.
But there was just something that was tighter formed earlier on. That's
Ty
all
did
that
say
it
to me,
was
he's like, Jed's so much farther ahead than me.
Yeah.
He really does want the $100,000.
I think everybody does.
Oh yeah, this fucking point for sure. We've been in this house long enough. We all want that money.
I don't think that anybody right now is a shoo-in. No one. First of all, you still gotta freaking get there.
Oh yeah, we still have a ways to go.
Yeah.
I just want you to survive longer than next week.
This is what I'm worried about.
Like, I want to be in Final Four with you.
Yes.
It's huge.
Yes. Because if it's one girl and all guys,
Great.
they're not taking us. They're not. And I don't know, like, I want to trust Kiefer. I don't know if Kiefer still wants to be standing next to Jed in the end because that's who he thinks is the best. I have no idea.
I don't know either. After last week, and like there was a
All I
point
know
where
is
he
that
was.
He told me a lot, and he told you guys a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I still don't know where he is.
That's what I mean. That's what Jed says. I don't know what he told her in that room. I don't know what he's telling us. I don't know what's true.
Yeah, he said a lot. Which is all like, you know, a whole, like at this point, I don't even know how much any of it matters.
Nah, that's what I mean.
But
Just
I
what's
know
true.
He made like big deals with you guys where I'm like, what's true?
I don't believe the deals. I'm done with the deals.
Yeah.
I gotta pee really, really bad.
Go pee.
Want to come back?
You don't have to come back. I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I think we're good. I just.
We know who noms are.
I feel like if you're anywhere near that block, you're going.
I do
And I
too,
don't
Tara.
think you going is good for my game. And you
They're
know
voting me out.
That I have, somebody has to go from the trio.
This could be a
That's the only
sick week
thing
for you.
that's hard.
And the jury sees that you voted me out. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? That you got me out on your
I know.
It's not a sweet ass move. And that's not me even advocating for myself. It's for you too.
Oh, no. I agree. I agree.
Right?
So it probably will be Jed.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
prefer if you can keep that to
Oh,
yourself for
why would I
now.
say anything? Jed knows. He did come. Me and Breydon were talking in Expedia literally about Jed going home, and he walked in, and he's like, "I'm going up." He's like, "I'm pretty sure I'm going up."
Yeah. Well, and I kind of like told him like,
I think that's the best move, just to be honest with people.
yeah, I'm not gonna. I have been a pretty straight shooter this entire time. I wasn't gonna be like, oh no, you're definitely not going up. You know, like that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, Wendy should be soon.
Yeah, go pee.
Wendy should be soon.
I know it should be, right?
Yeah.